Hello, 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 my friends. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever part of the day it is for you for the second time. Hey, Jitterbug with the sub with the start. That's a great way to start the stream. I'm happy to see you, wonderful folks. I hope you all are having a great Sunday. I hope you are all staying happy, healthy, and safe and COVID free and all that stuff out there, getting your vaccine or whatever you're doing. We are excited to come and hang out with you all again for another crazy session with these crazy awesome people. I've been having such a good time with them. I think Jitterbug, I got a message from you that said, "Is it every other Sunday yet?" At one point, so we look forward to this. I hope that all you out there in Twitch land look forward to this as much as we do. Just to remind everybody, and um, I will say, I believe we might be taking a break after this session. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think we might be taking a break, so it might be a few extra weeks after this session before we meet again. I will be letting folks know on the stream when that's coming up. But before we jump in, I do want to, of course, introduce our awesome and remind everyone our great D&D role players here. We have Mr. Archon above me playing the amazing Ulrich, Doreen, our DM, in the middle over there, Jitterbug, Jeremiah over there, playing Tasso. I'll be the resident bard, Evander. We have Mr. Shogu 3000 playing the awesome Galen, the drunken paladin. And then, of course, Zach playing his amazing familiar toting around dwarven wizard named Connard. So I hope you all are
Fearless
ready.
leader. Don't forget
Fearless
that
leader.
part.
Don't forget. Whether he wants to be or not, our fearless leader. And I'm going to turn it over to Doreen to get us started with today's session.
Okay, so let me first pull y'all down to the page where we left off. So you guys had left the Vistani encampment over by Sears Pool, not on the best of page with the Vistani after Connard inadvertently, maybe we'll say inadvertently, offended Madame Eva. It's kind of a big deal. However, before leaving, upon knowing your interest, Ulrich, a woman that you've befriended there, had left you a letter about certain herbs that you might be able to find throughout the lands of Barovia, which led you to checking out one of the herbs or flowers or plants along the road that seemed to match her brief description in the letter. I guess what wasn't mentioned in the letter is that this could be a potentially dangerous plant. And you saw it kind of rise up and large vines came out. And right now it has Galen grappled within these vines. So I guess the only other thing to mention is you guys still have Irina. You're still on your way to Valaki. And I guess we can just jump right into it, huh?
All right.
So we stopped at the bottom or the top of the initiative order. So Connor, you are up.
Oh, the music.
Battle music starts, yes.
Connor is just going to cast Chill Touch at the plant here.
Okay. And that will not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
I'll just take a few steps back. I guess that's a ridge there, isn't it? Okay. Right there.
Okay. And now it is Irina's turn, and seeing Galen kind of wrapped up in these vines and them starting to get tighter and tighter, she feels the urge to rush forward here and attack. We'll see if she hits. She's going to attack with her rapier.
Go, Irina. Show Evander what a true rapierist. I don't know what the right word for that would
Is that
be.
the term?
It's not. Unfortunately, it just kind of shifts out of her way, so it doesn't actually make purchase. I'm going to leave her there. Ulrich, anything you would like to do?
The first thing Orc is going to do is look around because he's afraid of Rahadin coming or just any of Strahd's servants or any other creatures that may be around. So can he...
Make a quick perception check.
Okay. Will that count for my action, or can I just do that as part of my turn?
We'll just do it as part of it.
Okay. Yay!
And are you still disadvantaged for this?
No, I am not.
Your wounds finally have been.
I slept, but I'm horribly depressed because of Evander. That's another story.
That's right.
All right,
Desperado
so
for you.
you take a quick glance around. You don't notice anything else out of the ordinary. What else would you like to do?
I look back at the plant and say, "Oh God!" and he just cool, and just hurl his acid globule and lob it over his allies, and hopefully it hits this thing. So
What's the
it has to make a save.
okay? What's the range though on it?
60 feet. That is some projectile acid vomit.
That's a powerful.
All right, so I have to make a what save?
Dexterity. I feel like this thing is not that quick, so hopefully.
Yeah. Let's see. Let me go to its stat block here. And what's the number?
13.
It does not save.
Yeah, I hit something.
Well done.
First damage you've done.
Like second time I
In
hit
a
something.
while.
I think.
In a while. Yeah.
So again, as you're standing there, you see this black globule go, and it reeks of sulfur.
How much damage did it do? Sorry, I don't have my
A
window.
whopping 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. I hit like a petal. And a thorn, maybe.
Okay. All right. Anything else for Ulrich?
I guess he'll stay where he is. That'll be it.
All right. Then Evander, you're up.
Seeing my good buddy Galen being wrapped up, Evander also wants to charge forward. He's not quite as brave as Irina to charge into the waiting arms of it, but he will move. Let's see, my movement is up to 30, so he'll move about 5, 10, about 20 feet closer about here, just to get a better view to try to sling one of his throwing knives at this thing, to try to basically trying to aim to cut some of these vines loose that are holding on to Galen here.
Okay.
So throwing daggers. 15.
Okay, that will hit.
Nice. Okay. And
Well done.
This will do 1d4 plus 3 is 4 damage.
Hey, every little bit helps. That's
We were
my
talking
motto.
about rolling those ones earlier.
I know, right? There's a 1 plus 3. That's my action. However, also because Galen is his good buddy, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Healing Word
Oh, thank you.
to attempt to give Galen some healing points back. Some hit points back. So that will be
Nice.
7 healing.
Ooh.
That
I'm
he will be.
happy about that.
Okay, nice.
A lover,
I'm
not
here
a
for you,
fighter.
buddy. I'm here for you.
All right.
Thank you, laddie. Thank you.
Tasso, you are up.
All right. So Galen is not considered incapacitated, correct?
Correct. He's
Okay,
just
so
being grappled.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bite, but with pack tactics, I get advantage on the attack. You gotta be kidding.
Did you roll a
Yeah.
1 too? Oh no. Okay.
No, I just roll the same thing twice.
Unfortunately, that won't.
All right.
Hits.
I'm gonna say it must stay in place. So that's my turn.
Okay.
He broke up a little bit. What did you say?
I think he's going to stay in place,
Yeah,
and that's
I'm
his
gonna stay
turn.
in place.
So, Galen, it is now your turn. You are currently being constricted. You can try to escape. You can
Okay.
go ahead and give me a strength check and try to beat 14.
Absolutely. Here we
You
go.
could do it. I should have given you inspiration, probably.
Oh, also take 21 damage.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
It's
Forgot about
poisoned
that.
in.
Okay, no worries.
21. Holy
No
crap.
worries.
I mean, I have to accept it.
Yes.
No,
I can't just go,
straight
no,
up.
I refuse. I didn't, my strength roll is not good as either, so.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you got a 12. Why do I have this one? Useless.
I try to power up to Super Saiyan 2 and went, ah. I got nothing, guys.
Okay. Then moving on, Connard, what would you like to do?
Already.
So, refresh my memory. This plant
Hold
is
on,
it?
hold on.
Wait. The plant isn't on the turn order.
It's not in the turn order. Well, I don't remember where he was, so we'll just have him go after Galen.
I feel it had an 8. Yeah, I think that's
I think
right.
it was pretty
Yeah,
low,
I
right?
Yeah.
I think we both have the exact same
Yep.
initiative.
All right, I don't know how he got removed from here. Oh my god, roll 20 is driving me crazy today.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to test my volume because Nietzsche says I'm too quiet. Nietzsche, is this better or am I still too soft? I have so many different knobs to turn. I'm trying to zero in everybody so that nobody's super loud or super soft. I think that might still be a touch soft. Still soft. Okay. What's going on? I feel like my sensitivity on my mic's going crazy.
It's your gentle nature.
It's either I'm way too loud or I'm way too soft. I think that's probably about right there.
Okay. So I'm not gonna move this little creature. However, you guys start to see some of the other nearby plants quivering and,
Oh,
and
no.
moving a little bit. They don't grow to the size of this. However, it is going to be some difficult terrain. So from this one here, hope you guys can see that. It's going to be a 15-foot square, and it's going to be difficult terrain. And a creature in that area, when the effect begins, must succeed on a DC 13 Strength saving throw, or you will also be entangled. So.
Oh.
Oh, is it that yellow circle?
No, that is
No, it's,
Tasso.
That's
Oh.
just
right here.
Tassos.
Oh, the plant up above it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So it'll be that red box there.
Okay.
So that would include Tasso. Right now, Galen, you're restrained within it, so you're already restrained. I don't think it would really apply to you. It doesn't make sense, but it would apply to Tasso.
You said strength save, correct?
Strength, DC 13 saving throw.
Ooh.
Perfect.
And you don't have advantage on this, right?
No, only on attacks.
I thought, okay, so then you are currently entangled
Okay.
and restrained by these plants.
Does that affect
And-
Irina?
She's a little bit outside of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say no. So it will end after 1 minute or whenever this big hunking plant dies.
Do I get
just
a
to let
chance
you
to save against it again every turn, or is I
Yes.
just stuck? Okay.
know. You will be able to do another DC 13 strength
Okay.
check or even athletics if you prefer that. But that's its turn. So now, Connard, you are up.
Okay, Connard is gonna cast Shatter, targeting this square right here.
Okay. So what save am I making? Constitution?
Constitution, yeah.
And what does it do? So you can tell everyone else.
So it makes like a deafening, thunderous clap of sound that damages everything within a 10-foot radius, and unless they make their con save for half. Normally, it's like it does extra damage against inanimate matter, like if stone gargoyles or something, theoretically would take more damage, but any
Okay.
creature will take some damage.
Well, it definitely did not save, so roll for damage.
Do I need to save as well? You said 10 foot?
I believe you should be out of range for where I targeted. At least that was my intent.
Conrad would know.
Oh, but no, you're right. You actually are in range.
Okay. So what's
Oops.
the save? Constitution
My
save?
bad. Yeah, DC 13 Constitution save.
All
Oh
right.
no!
Oh,
Friendly
jeez.
fire!
That's all right. That's all right. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Luckily, the damage roll was pretty low. It was just 9 damage, looks like.
Okay. Hold on.
All right.
Anything else for Connor?
That's it.
All right, then. We're back to Ulrich.
Gonna take a quick look around again. Everything looks all right.
Everything looks fine.
Okay. By the gods! I'm gonna move up a little bit, and once again, fire off my acid. So I will roll. I know it's beautiful. Oh god. Wow, if you don't make this save, it's gonna be really bad for you.
So Dex, he actually does make it this time. Or it.
Whatever.
I
It
don't know.
doesn't even. Who cares?
Half of a point of damage.
All right, anything else from Ulrich?
Just a lot of freaking out.
Okay, spazzing out over there. Evander, what would you like to do?
Evander, after seeing this kind of horrible, scary ground show up, and also possibly inspired by Connard, he's actually going to use his strongest spell that he's never used before, which is also happens to be Shatter at level 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And
Pick a different
he's
square.
going to not shoot and hit his friends. He's going to aim. I believe here would be would hit the plant, but not his friends. Correct?
Yeah,
10-foot
that would be
radius?
fine. Mhm.
Okay. So here we go. And it's a DC 14 Constitution save.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that the same exact damage? 3 plus 4
Yeah.
plus 2?
Yeah.
What the hell?
nice.
Let's hope it hits.
It's the exact same rolls too. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
When you got the shatter spell, was it a BOGO? Buy one get the other one. You just gave it to.
So it
Evander?
actually does not save.
Yeah.
It doesn't save. Yes.
All right.
Okay. So just like it is going to be 9 damage, and I don't think. Yeah, it has to be inanimate to take extra damage. So.
No problem. By now you can kind of see that you guys are still hacking and spewing a good amount. You can start to see some vines and flowers falling off. It's still looking pretty strong, but you can tell you're actually doing some serious damage. Anything else? Are you
I would
moving?
actually, for my bonus action, I'd like to use Bardic Inspiration to inspire Galen to try to break out of this thing. So take a D6 die to help you your next ability
Okay.
check, attack roll, save and throw.
Okay.
Okay.
And don't forget about it.
Yes.
Then Tasso, you are up.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to attack again. Hoping for better this time. All right.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Very nice. I'll definitely hit.
Good. And then we'll do our damage. Wait, why did it roll again? Should be doing the damage. Oh, I gotta click here. Sorry,
Yeah.
I clicked the wrong one. My fault. My fault.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Good hit.
All right. So
Very nice.
DC 13 strength save, and it knocks the plant prone. Not sure how that would actually manifest in game, but
Hmm.
and if
Let's
it doesn't, I completely understand.
It actually is immune to being knocked down and prone.
Oh,
I figured as much.
But it'll
And then
take all that damage.
so 10 piercing.
Yeah.
Because you do like
Nice.
a little dogwood, grab it like.
Off of a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's really looking hurt. Like if it could probably run, it would. but
It's a plant, so.
yeah, it's a plant.
And can I try to escape the strength save?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I needed a 13, right?
Yeah, I needed a 13,
Okay.
just under.
No problem.
Okay.
That's all I can
Galen.
My strength save here.
Yes, but it is the start of your.
Oh, do I have to take the damage first?
Yeah,
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Okay. How much is it?
21.
Okay, I'm at 0.
Yeah.
Conscious.
It's a 2
So
shot.
I'm being swung around like you, Yaddies, you're doing.
Galen! Ooh, look at that blood spurt.
So much damage.
So he is unconscious. Doesn't mean he's dead yet. It is this creature's turn. Now that he has an unconscious Galen, he's actually going to shift this way. Well, yeah, whatever, fuck it. We'll do it. He's not the smartest creature.
Huh.
I get an attack.
And so does Irina.
Yay!
Nice.
Oh man.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
It's not a natural 20, unfortunately. Alright, so
Okay.
another 7 damage.
That's a good chunk.
I still had a little bit in my mouth from when he
And yeah, unfortunately, Irina again also will not hit. Come on, girl. She's no Ismark. She's no Ismark. Okay. But she'll take her turn. Seeing Galen getting taken doesn't sit well with her, so she's also going to try again.
Killing blow, Irina. Come on, come on.
You can do it. Oh.
Oh.
Nope.
You can't.
No.
Just
No.
whiffing all over.
trying to
Alright.
attack a plant with a rapier. I mean,
so
come
hard
on,
to hit
she's gonna
plants.
miss, right?
Connor, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Conrad is going to move 25 feet. 5, 15, 20, 25. Right here. And then he is going to cast Ray of Sickness on the plant.
Okay.
I love how you have a different spell every turn. That's awesome.
So I guess I need to do a ranged spell attack.
Mhm.
I'll just roll a d20 here. That'll hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that will hit.
That plus 4, I believe. Oh yeah, so 2d8 damage. And he needs to make a DC 13 con save.
Okay. Let me first take off this damage here. And con. It's a fail at 11.
Nice.
Poison until the end of your next turn. Okay.
Poison the poison plant.
Is that what it is?
Anything else?
That's it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Then Ulrich, what would you like to do?
Okay. Kind of looking around, but then probably is okay. So he'll move up. And once again, he'll lob his acid.
I think that just hits.
Okay.
Ooh,
4
nice.
damage.
Okay. You've pretty much taken almost all of its vines and flowers off. It's now whittled down just to that main thick vine that's constricting Galen.
Ugh.
So you guys are very, very close.
He just
Um,
yells, "Kill it! Kill it!"
Anything else, Ulrich?
No, stay right there.
Evander.
Well, again, seeing his friend down. This time, though, he will, Evander, I will move 5, 10, 15. Am I in range to melee attack it right here at this angle? Or do I need to get closer?
You need to get a little. Yeah, you need to get closer.
Okay. Then I guess I'll actually go like I'm defending my friend and step like with Galen, kind of right on. Sorry, let me. Basically right next to him there. Will that work?
If you actually step on top of me, you'll have the high ground.
Yeah,
On
that's
that dwarven
fine.
stomach.
Okay. So, and in a fit of rage, get off of my friend! Evander will take his rapier and see if he has any better luck than Irina has.
Who is
I
the
hope
better
so.
rapierist?
Ugh.
Right for your wrist.
Man.
They're both.
Don't mess
seem to
up
be very
when you
good.
say it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that will not hit.
If only I had advantage. If only if I had my own bardic inspiration dice.
Okay, I'm betting Tasso's getting the killing blow. Let's see.
Very
Tasso.
important.
Please do.
I am still grappled, however, and
Oh.
I can't try to break free until the end of my turn. So, I believe my best bet here to drop my form. Turn back into Tasso.
He's
Hold on.
upside down. Yeah. He's being held upside down by the vines.
And
He's so big.
that's
Yeah.
right. I'd really like to try to heal, because I have a feeling that if he's still grappled, he's going to take some damage, and if I don't kill it,
Ooh, that poison's still pumping. Yeah.
Oh, did I not prepare healing spells? Great, awesome.
Well, we kind of moved on quicker. I had a bonus action to use my heal
Oh,
again.
yeah, go for it.
I was going to do that if I can retcon that.
Yeah.
Which is my healing word. So I will use this one more time as my bonus action on Galen here. Hope I can get him some healing back.
He's gonna pass out the next turn.
I know, right? Probably.
I'm happy about it.
But better than losing a death saving throw.
Yeah, because those do persist.
Yeah.
Thank
That's
you
right.
very much, Evander. You would hear me say if you weren't stepping on my stomach.
If I was sorry about your face, but you know.
All right. So he's back to being conscious.
All right. So I'd still drop direwolf form, and then I am going to coalesce some cold energy in the palm of my hand and hurl an ice knife at the plant.
Ooh.
And do 3 piercing damage plus an additional 5 cold damage on top of that. And
Die.
hold on
Oh,
one
definitely hits.
I lost the description because I thought that exploded as well, but that is the
Explode?
explosion. The cold is the
cold,
yeah. So 3 piercing, and then it explodes into a 5 cold damage.
Okay, so you definitely can see and know, just from the fact that you know the spell, like the back of your hand, it hits, and you can see the cold kind of exploding out. However, it doesn't seem to have done as much damage to this plant creature, the cold part, as you were expecting.
Okay.
Anything else? Want to do your check?
Yeah, I'll do the strength check. You said or athletics?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Okay.
All right. Good.
You're able to finally kick these little vines out, and it will still be difficult movement.
Yeah.
And if you start in that area again, you will.
Yeah. Do I still have movement, or was the strength save the end of my turn?
No, you can still move.
Okay. I'm going to slide around this way. Nope. I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to come this way. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, did you include the difficult terrain numbers in there?
So 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, here's 25 if I'm doing my math right. Because I started
Okay.
behind Galen, it would be 10, 15.
Oh, that's right. I did
20, 25.
your token up there. Okay. Okay. All right then. Galen.
Back down to 0. Yep.
Wake up,
Yeah,
die.
unfortunately, well, let me reread it. Because it's not really, I technically don't have to roll to do it. It's something that happens at the start of your turn.
Mhm.
Go back and reread this real quick.
The music's so intense.
And ability checks. Okay. So yeah, it's not an attack roll that it does, and it's not an ability check. So yeah, unfortunately. Sorry, Galen.
Oh.
No worries.
Is that a poison? What type of damage is
The-
that?
Yes, this is poison damage, but he is not poisoned. He
Okay.
doesn't have the poison condition. He's just taking that type of damage.
Yikes. Okay.
Now it's the plant's turn, and he's, or I say he. I don't know what it is, but you can begin to see
A little bit of both.
the other plants in the area start to quiver and shift, and you can see on the ground movement, and it's going to create again the difficult terrain. You do it within 30 feet of the plant next to it, if I'm reading this right, within 30 feet of it. So it's going to do it. Is that the right size? There. And it will move back there. So yes, you all would still get a shot at it.
Great. Evander will take a swing with his rapier again.
Okay, and so will Irina. This, if you guys both hit,
Oh,
Second roll is always a 20.
the 14 is just enough to hit it.
yes.
Nice. Okay, swipe with my rapier. Holy, 9 plus 6. Is that right?
It's doing the
Oh.
crit.
So just
Just
even
do the-
9, I guess.
Oh my god, you both finally hit it.
Yes.
All right.
We had
So
to work
you-
together with our rapier.
Gonna come in at the same time and finally take this down. Yeah. It is officially dead. And you can just see Galen drop. The vine around it like softens and goes limp. And we are now out of initiative order.
Evander would immediately run to Galen to attempt to heal him.
Okay.
Probably using my strongest heal, which is I need to be in touch range, which is Cure Wounds. So, wait, 2d8 and I got 4? Are you kidding me? Okay, no, 8.
It happens.
That one.
Wait, is that right? Yeah, okay,
You
it's
rolled
8.
a 1 and a 3. Yeah.
Okay, so
You get
he
8
heals
back?
him for 8.
Okay, that's more than enough.
Okay.
And you just see Irina kind of like sweating and looking very defeated. But she does run over to you, Galen, just kind of, you know, you can tell when you open your eyes, like she's really worried about you.
Well, I immediately feel love.
Are you okay, Galen? Are you okay?
I just go, did we win, laddie?
Evander looks over at the plant. I don't know what we won, but we're alive.
Conrad's gonna light a torch and just start setting all these plants that look like this on fire.
Okay.
And Oric is sitting down now, just heaving, exhausted, and he sees Connor doing this. Says, "Wait, don't do that."
What is it, Ulrich?
Eliza told me about this herb. She didn't say it would attack us, but I'm reading her note now. It says that if we take some of it, we can make a healing potion, and we could eat it.
Conrad sighs. He'll only burn this patch of it, and he'll leave this other patch unburnt.
Okay, Ulrich just sits there, still trying to catch his breath. Then
What's Galen doing?
I'm just trying to sit up, but I pull Evander in close, and I just go, "Thank you, laddie. Did I look cool when I died? I'm sorry, when I went unconscious."
Evander kind of surreptitiously looks around to see if anybody's noticing. He goes, "That was the coolest unconscious falling dwarf I've ever seen."
And you see Irina.
Shit, laddie.
I don't know about that, Evander. I mean, he kind of like drooled and everything.
Irina, shh.
Oh, okay. So, I mean,
He's a hero.
Yes, Galen was very, very heroic.
I immediately start to blush. I try.
Okay.
As long as you're all safe.
And Tasso?
Tasso just plops on his butt, just kind of catches his breath. He's not worried about too much right now, but just trying to catch his breath.
And now that this plant seems to not be moving and doing anything, you do see kind of Scruffles come out from under a bush that was over here. And he comes up and nuzzles you, kind of gives you one little quick lick on your hand. Kind of maybe
I
seeing-
scratch the back of his head. And
Okay.
what's the horse doing? Did it run away or did it stay put with all this?
The horse is
Clamor.
over there grazing, I'll say.
Okay,
Just-
it's like
Very
whatever.
very nonchalant about what's going on. Like, oh,
Yes.
this again, huh?
He's just like,
Back.
Okay.
You guys want to take a break, or do you want to continue forward?
Galen would probably try to pull himself together as best he could.
Okay. I will say I know that there's I believe I didn't think I made any changes to short rest. So you guys, as long it does have to be an hour of you resting, but you would be able to regain some hit points that way. It's only the long rest where it's been extended to the 24 hours rather than 8.
Yeah, Evander would definitely suggest we need to at least clean up these wounds Tasso and Galen have sustained before we move on. I think we should take a little rest to heal up.
yeah. Is it still raining?
Yeah, it hasn't stopped.
We need to find some shelter.
About how long has it been since we left our destination, or where we were at, and how far until our destination do we estimate?
Yeah, so you have. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get my cheat sheet out here. 1 second. Oops. So you guys have 2 days till Valaki since you've left the encampment. It's only, I can't remember what I said. I'm gonna say it's been about 4 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah, about 4 hours. So you can travel another 4 hours and rest at night, or you can continue going if you want to suffer exhaustion, but you'll have another 4 hours of travel ahead of you.
I look at the group and I say, do we have a deadline?
Ulrich will look at Irina. If we continue on down the road, is there somewhere safe we could stay?
She thinks a moment. And it's been a while since I've traveled down this road, but there's not much in between. Most of the farms have been abandoned, but the only other major structure would be the old mill.
How far away is that?
Maybe we should be able to get there by nightfall, but they're not. I don't know if Granny and her daughters will have space for us, for all of us.
I don't think we should stay there.
Lavender agrees. I was told by one of the Vistani to stay away from the old mill. I don't know that staying there is very... As much as I love old Granny's pies, I'm a little leery of staying with her.
The Vistani have hardly been the most reliable purveyors of warnings, it seems.
They were welcoming enough until that stunt you pulled back there, Connard.
And they gave you great information regarding that plant.
Ulrich looks at the note. says, what? Eliza didn't know. She said Zoya gave her the information. She was from those wagons that came in afterwards that were giving us dirty looks. Who knows? Maybe because of what Connor decided to do and all the Vistani got mad at us, she intended this to happen.
It's always somebody else's fault, isn't it, Archon?
Did you mean that at me or at Ulrich?
I'm sorry, at all.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I was like, whoa!
I got the names confused. Ulrich.
Rude, God.
My bad.
Fine, Tasso. So then Ulrich will say, everything was going fine until he insisted that we defy the Vistani. Now Madame Eva is mad at us. She was our biggest ally. The whole camp was giving us dirty looks. They could have been a source of support and information. We don't even know if we're welcome back there anymore.
Ally? They're the only people we've met in this land who are openly friendly to Strahd.
And Madame Eva was the only person who's ever given us any real answers here.
Did she?
She did allow us to rest. Her camp.
We were safe there. And yes, she did give me answers. Can we get out of the rain? I think I'm getting a fever.
That much at least we can agree on.
Then Ulrich will slowly get up, and the pack, it's so heavy, it's 65 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
He's
One more point. I meant to mention it before you guys left, but I don't think I did. But correct me if I already had. You were at least given a couple camping supplies by the Vistani. Basically, the tents that you guys were sleeping in while you were there, and the bedrolls and things like that. That was provided to you upon departure.
Oh, okay.
I did not put that down.
Yeah, I don't think you said that.
Yeah.
But Ulrich would have asked Tasso to carry his. He cannot carry anymore.
And I would have taken that burden for you.
And this is basically a tent and a bedroll kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to nitpick every little thing, but yeah, so a tent, a bedroll, maybe some cooking supplies, things of that nature, just generic camping crap. Basically.
We didn't have any of that kind of stuff when Ismark gave us supplies.
I think so.
Okay, well, we just have what? All right.
No.
We have
We're
the
all set
horse.
up now.
Yeah,
The
he
horse,
did give you the horse. I think he gave you guys a map as well. He outfitted you guys with whatever weapons and armor he had if you took it. But that was pretty much it.
Okay. Then Ulrich's gonna slowly walk over and look at the remains of the plant. So was it the thing that attacked us? Was that the only plant that had the red petals and purple thorns, or do those little plants next to it, are they the same looking species?
They look very, very similar. Give me an herbalism nature check. Do nature, but
okay.
Do it with advantage because you do have your herbalism kit.
Okay. Nature. Advantage. Okay, 19.
Nice.
Okay. So now that you're kind of close and taking a look, kind of getting in there, you do see that there is a little bit of a very small difference between these two plants. So you're kind of getting the idea that maybe this larger one that attacked you was kind of trying to camouflage as this other one that is usually pretty beneficial.
Okay, so the one that attacked us is... Oh, so the one that did not attack us is the real deal, and the big plant just tried to look like the one I want to harvest.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, then Ulrich will say, wait a minute. These little plants are the plants that Eliza told me about. The big one, it's similar, but it's not the same. Okay?
What is it then? What is that big thing that attacked us if it's not this plant?
I don't know.
Tasso could do a nature check if you'd like, if you want to be a part of this conversation.
I mean, if anybody asks me, that's fine. If not, I'm just kind of sitting here with Scruffles.
Well, Evander would walk up and kind of poke it with his rapier because he's kind of mad at it for doing so much damage to his buddy.
Okay.
He's
You
going to
see it
poke
twitch.
it. Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
kind of
or it's
steps
like,
back. Evander looks back. Does anybody know what this thing is? I mean, Connor.
I don't know.
Connor
Tasso?
maybe attempt an investigation or maybe Arcana to see if this thing was something other than what it appeared to be.
Ulrich would wonder also.
Yeah, you can do that. Arcana, if you like, or investigation.
For both of us?
Sure.
Alright. Do I have any kind of advantage because of my herbalism kit?
Not for this.
Okay. Similar
Um,
rolls.
Yeah, very similar roles. It does appear to be a plant. It's not like,
Oh.
you know,
Oh,
it's not trying to. I guess I'm trying to figure out how to say it. It is a plant in nature. That is what it is. It's not brought to life by some other magical means.
okay. So it's like a naturally occurring species. Like,
Yeah. I mean, there are carnivorous plants where we are. I would say, though, Ulrich, with your investigation check, you, as you're digging around, kind of getting a look at it, you actually find a couple bones buried underneath the plant, skeletal bones.
what do they look like they came from?
You have to do a quick nature check for me.
Nature check.
Yeah.
I found some bones in here.
Okay. There's a little bit of a variety, but they all seem to be rather larger bones. Like there are definitely some humanoid ones in there. And you do find one, like a mandible of something that maybe looks like a deer or an elk or something of that type of animal.
Okay. He's just kind of poking around with his knife and says, I think it might have eaten someone at some point. Can we get out of here?
Did you harvest your plant?
Yes, please. Can I? Do I have to roll for that, or do I just do it?
I absolutely have to roll for
Oh, no. Okay.
give me
Connard will assist him.
Ooh.
Thanks,
Okay.
Connard.
Don't mention it, Ulrich.
Oh, you two. Am I going to have to separate you guys?
It's like it's a ghost moment. Connor reaches around Ulrich and they both
Oh, yeah.
Snip the petals together.
Oh my gosh.
Ghost is in like the movie from 1990.
Yeah.
That go? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a Patrick Swayze Demi
Patrick
Moore
Swayze,
moment.
yeah. Just to clarify.
I want you first to do an investigation check for me, just so you can try to locate the best parts of this plant to harvest.
Okay. Is there any kind of advantage or adding proficiency bonus?
You would be able to add whatever bonus Connard has, investigation. You can add his bonus to whatever you roll.
His modifier? Okay.
Yeah.
So that'd be
Here
plus
we
5.
go. Oh, well,
Oh wow.
Okay.
I don't need you,
Okay.
Connard.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Okay, so it takes you almost no time to kind of pinpoint what exactly you need based off of what little information Zoya gave you. So you are able to go ahead and find that. Just do a quick survival check to see how well you harvest it.
Ooh. Okay. Any kind of like bonus to this roll?
I'd
Is
help.
helping?
Oh, okay, the same thing.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
help?
Only one help
No,
person.
I'll let Tassa take over then.
So are you adding what the modifier on survival?
Yes.
+5.
20. Thanks,
Wow.
Tasso. I really appreciate that.
Okay, so you are able to. I just want to take a look here. So for this one, you take some little vials. You pull out some of the longer, fleshier branches, and you just kind of squeeze the sap into the vial. You also dig down deep into the roots, which are like tuber in nature, kind of like potatoes or carrots, and you pull those out, and you're able to harvest those for later.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, because of that roll, which was pretty good, I'm going to say you got 2 like small vials.
All right.
Did the Vistani mention their name for this plant?
Not on this particular one, no. But there's some others that Eliza told me about.
Well, if you see them, let's approach with caution, eh?
I'll agree with that.
So are we making camp here, or are we continuing on?
I can walk, laddies.
You sure, Galen? You were hit pretty hard there.
I'll be fine.
I have a healing potion if you need it, Galen.
I mean, I would also say with just them taking this time to harvest all of this, it would be considered a short rest. It's not
Would it?
a
Oh, okay.
quick process because he's digging it down deep into under the plant.
Okay.
All right. I'll probably use a hit die then.
I gotta figure out what my hit die is.
If you just click hit die on your,
Oh, does it do it for me?
it'll do
Okay.
it for you. Yeah, it'll roll it.
Should be D10s though.
One.
Re-roll a 1. That's fucking lame.
That poison.
Well, no, look at his. What
Yeah,
you're
it
rolling
says
is
+3.
Wait,
Yeah,
didn't
it
even
looked
do
like
it
it just
right.
rolled a 1d1.
Yeah, it didn't
I
even
don't
do
think
it
that's right.
Wait.
Because if you got a +3, it
Oh,
can't
yeah,
be a 1.
Oh, it says my hit die is a D10.
Yeah,
So
you just do a roll d10.
All right.
and add 3.
I will take 5. It's better than 1.
Well,
+3.
don't forget to add your
+3.
con mod.
+3? Oh,
Yeah.
That should be
perfect.
8.
Thank you so much. 8. Yes. I now have more hit points than Rick.
I have temporary hit points.
16.
Hey, I'm a 16 too.
I am too. Hey.
Hey!
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Say we move on, get away from
Yeah.
this, and see how far we can get.
Yeah.
And as
I'm
they
okay with
travel, Ulrich is on high alert for any strange plants, animals.
I like to kick the plant carcass as I walk by though. Just give it a swift kick.
All right. And as you do that, little globs of gook kind of spurt out from it. But
Take 10 damage. No.
Take 10 damage.
Okay, so you guys make your way on. I'll give you guys some time if there's anything you guys want to talk about during this travel, but just kind of like, just so you know, it's not really much of a spoiler. Not much is going to happen until you guys are ready to camp.
Okay.
So, but the only thing that's really happening as it's getting darker, it's getting mistier and mistier. I do want you guys to be in your marching order, so please move your tokens appropriately.
we moving right to left here?
Onto the road?
Yes, that's right.
Can I keep my eyes open for any edible food source that we would be able to use at camp while we walking through?
Sure, absolutely.
That'd be survival or
That would be survival. I'll put Irina there.
Oh, I don't want Irina too close to Ulrich. If I could though, I do have cure wounds that I have been holding out for forever. Can I do that?
Absolutely. You just have to mark it a spell slot gone. But
Yeah.
yes.
Cast it at what level? Well, I don't know, 1. Yeah, 3. Woo.
rolling them ones again.
So many
I'll,
ones.
I
This is
mean,
crazy.
I'll
Roll
take
20,
it.
I tell you.
I'll take it.
As they're walking, Ulrich is very withdrawn, just seems really glum. He's obviously struggling with this pack, seems kind of short of breath, but
Ulrich, how much do you weigh?
I don't know. I never weighed myself.
Okay. Probably more than 100 pounds? Less than 100 pounds?
I would assume more.
Okay. Then never mind.
And Ulrich will call to Irina, just say to her, Irina, you were really brave back there again.
Thank you, Ulrich. What was that thing you did? It was
Oh, I know it doesn't really look good. It's just something I've been able to do always.
Does it hurt?
No, but it kind of makes me feel nauseous, and I don't think it's really good for my teeth.
Okay, Ulrich. Maybe you should not do that.
But if I have to, I have to.
I suppose that is true.
Can Evander hear this conversation? Is he close enough?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Irina certainly isn't trying to keep quiet.
Sure. Ulrich, I have to commend you for at least attempting to help. I know that's hard for you, so thank you for your help in that fight back there.
You're welcome. It's not hard. There just wasn't any other choice.
Do you have any other skills you can use if something like that happens again?
That's really the only offensive thing I have.
Well, I'll say if it's all you got, you sometimes got to give all you got. So well done, my friend.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him as well, put my hand on his shoulder, just go, "Good job, lad."
Thanks, Galen.
I just go, "Lad, is that pack seems to be quite straining upon you?"
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Okay. Then let me carry it for a bit for you.
But you just got hurt really bad.
Yeah, but I'm a dwarf. I'm still quite sturdy and strong.
I mean, if
I can carry it for a bit until you feel better.
okay, thanks, Galen.
And I'll just take the pack.
Give it to him.
Put it on.
Oh,
And then I'll give a quick glance to Irina, so she saw that. Just, I just kind of put it on. Just move back to the front.
All right, so I would say now about maybe 2 hours or so have passed. If everyone can make a perception check for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay. Ulrich and Galen, you note maybe about like 7 to 10 feet flying above you, just kind of directly across from you guys, like going across the road. You see again that familiar raven with the blue wings.
Ulrich will tap on Tasso and be like, Tasso, look, there's that raven with the blue wings.
Shows up quite often, does it not?
And by now it's now flying like over the forest to the north of you guys, and it seems to have settled somewhere down in there.
In the
So
direction that we're heading?
No. So you guys are headed west. It kind of settled somewhere a little bit off the map up here.
And question, when Ulrich
direction.
first came back to Barovia, I guess like 5 days ago in game time, and that raven brought him the coin, didn't have blue tipped wings.
It wasn't. No.
We only first saw that at the windowsill of the inn. Right.
Yeah, you
With
definitely
the-
first saw it in within Barovia itself.
Okay.
Like the village.
Then Ulrich will kind
Right,
of
yeah.
stop everyone and say, wait, there's that blue winged raven again.
Aye, laddie, I saw it as well.
Maybe it
Seems
is
to always be a bad omen every time it shows up.
Maybe it's just a different species of bird in this area.
I bet it's a spy of Strahd.
You think he can
Probably-
talk to birds?
I think he can do a lot of things. He probably enjoyed watching us back there fight that plant.
I mean, there's little we can do about it now.
That's true.
See the bird again pointed out to me.
We can't see it at this point, though, right? We just can see the direction in which it went. Okay.
All right. But you guys march forward, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Still raining.
Mhm.
Still raining. Maybe it's let up a little bit, but yes, still raining. There's always lots of
Achoo!
rain in Barovia.
Ulrich looks like he has a cold.
I know this is hard to believe, but you look worse than normal, Ulrich.
Oh, thanks, Tasso. I feel worse.
Can I do a medicine check on him just to see like what's going on? Can
Yeah,
I
sure.
tell?
Go ahead.
I'm a hypochondriac. Do you even see anything?
Right. Is he just a big faker? Like, what's going on?
It's all in your head.
Yeah. So with a 15 medicine check, Ulrich, does he notice anything?
Ulrich is acting like he feels horrible, but I mean, I guess unless you really inspect him or feel his temperature, I don't know what. Visually, he looks like he's feeling sick for sure.
Well, yeah. Well, if you're doing a medicine check, I assume hands are on, the
Oh,
body.
Yeah,
Medical touching?
I'd be like looking at your head and into your eyes and into your mouth, like
wait,
like I would.
wait,
like I'd inspect an animal in the
What, you just
wild.
reach out and
Like,
start doing this?
Yeah, just like, what's going on with you?
Back to looking into Ulrich's mouth.
Oh, God. It's not pretty.
Yeah, you should
So-
floss.
Do they have floss in this world? He seemed, now that you're actually like touching and inspecting, he seems fine, other than he's acting like he's really sick, but physically there's no indicators that you're picking up on.
Maybe you are the runt of your litter.
I was an only child.
All right. So
Okay,
now,
awkward.
now dusk starting to settle, and the mist is getting thicker and thicker.
Regular mist.
regular mist as far as you know. It is starting to be getting close to evening time. What would you guys like to do? You guys have been traveling for nearly, I would say nearly 7 hours at this point.
Probably
So
at this point. Oh, go ahead.
Ooh,
So we have to camp soon, or we're gonna get exhaustion, right? In-game mechanics.
Yes.
Yeah, I would probably start to scope out and look for an ideal place to set up a camp. You know, a little bit of
Okay.
a little bit of protection on one side, off the road a little bit, flat ground.
Okay, give me a survival check. Okay. So with that roll, it was a little bit difficult to find, but you were able to find a place that with maybe a little bit of effort, you'll be at least safe. You feel like you'll be safe enough.
Okay.
There's enough space within this area for you guys to set up your tents and maybe a small little fire if you'd like.
Is there a way to protect like one side of where we're camping so that we can focus, our patrol on or our watch on, one side and not have to worry about the other?
I would say, for the lack of not wanting to change to a different map.
And speaking of the map, it came up as just blank white with the tokens on for me.
Yeah, I assume that's the mist. I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
that is definitely not how it's supposed to look.
Oh, I thought it was snow. We're in the snow biome.
Very misty snow area.
Huh. It looks perfect on my end. Wonder if this is.
It's like
Okay.
pea soup.
Then fuck it. I will just pull in a different map. Let me find it. Oh, it's been a while since we've been on this map. And hold on, gotta go all the way down. And then there's one more thing. Okay, can you see this map?
Yes.
Nope.
Well, I see
Uh,
it. I see some
Oh,
trees. It's
maybe.
dark.
I see myself
Scroll
on black.
out. Scroll out. It's a big
Scroll out.
one.
Oh, gotcha.
See.
Okay.
It's just
Yep,
black. to
there it
me.
is. Yep.
Oh, probably because you're token. Tasso, I swear.
There's one in every group.
It's black for me too.
Am I not seeing because I'm human?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So
I
dark.
I can tell there's no light source for Tasso, Ulrich, or Connor. Looks like there is one.
Wait, Zach, you said you can't see?
Well, just in a little circle around me.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's what
Okay.
it's supposed to be.
See
All
my
right.
token now. That's it.
All right, hold on, one more thing.
Surprise, Tasso doesn't have night vision.
Yeah, I gotta set that up.
I do. I've got dark vision.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the mists are it's really dense at the moment, so it is very difficult to see too far ahead of you. I would say maybe about 60, 70 feet. But beyond that, it's just a wall of mist.
Is it dark enough that we need some kind of light source?
Not yet. I know the map is very dark at the moment, but it will be getting this dark. So eventually you may want to get a light source. Right now it's like just before dusk.
Do we want a campfire?
Evander immediately says, yes.
All right. I'll use Druid Crafts to I'll grab some kindling and use Druidcraft to create a little fire.
Emder will start
Okay.
setting up the tents, try to give us some sort of shelter in case it rains overnight.
Orc just sits down for a while and tries to recover his energy.
Galen will do the same, and then obviously pull out his flask.
I'd also offer everyone a good berry if they're willing to take it.
Absolutely take one.
Yes, I'd love a good berry.
So not only does it give you 1 hit point, but it also makes you full as
Ooh.
if you ate a full meal. So
Wow, thanks.
Gives me 1 hit point. Excellent.
yeah,
Officially 20. Moving up in the world.
Mhm.
Can we cook it over the fire?
it's a berry. I mean, you can cook it if you want.
Oh,
I just pop it in and eat it.
I'll just eat it. And he'll
What kind of berry is it? Was it like a schnozberry?
Yes, tastes like
Excellent.
schnozberries too.
Well, and after camp would be set up, Evander would also use his Song of Rest. I think this is usable during a short rest. Yeah, during a short rest, anybody who heals performance can regain a hit point by spending hit die, and they get an extra 1d6 HP if they do that.
Okay.
Orc will pull out Delilah and hold her out in the rain so she gets some water.
Evander will make sure to not play the song that messed with Ulrich's
Yeah,
song
that would be
last
great.
time.
Yeah, as soon as you start playing music, he looks over at you like,
Evander's like, don't worry, I'll play one from back home.
okay.
Not-
Well,
not
does
your
Evander even know if he crushed Ulrich's spirit yet? I don't know if he's
Oh,
aware of that.
I don't
It
know.
was obvious, but
Because
screamed.
last time, didn't Galen say like, "Oh look, you really got to him"? It's like,
Like he was crying.
like an emotional
It's
breakthrough.
true. Lavender doesn't need to start an emotional riot every time he plays, so this one will be more restful.
Okay, all right.
What does the song do?
It gives you can spend a hit die at the end of the short rest, and if you do, you regain an extra 1d6 HP when you use a hit die.
Oh, after the short rest. Okay.
So this is not considered a long rest because it's not going to be 24 hours, correct?
Correct.
Now, does that mean that we cannot switch out spells unless it's a long rest?
Unless there's something, if it says within your stat block that you can do it within a short rest, then
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
If it's only within a long rest, then no, you cannot.
Okay.
Okay.
What's Irina doing?
Just kind of hanging back, watching, trying to organize the supplies. So you guys did make a campfire, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Light.
Yeah, and Everett would be sitting in front of the campfire as he's playing to kind of give some resting rejuvenation here.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty small, but make it a little bit bigger. And
Campfire.
that should be more. Hold on. All right. Firstly, so we already had Tasso come through, set up the camp. We do need to designate a specific lookout. Now, each of you, that doesn't mean you guys won't be able to take turns keeping watch and things like that. But the lookout is going to have a role that's very specific to kind of, before you guys begin taking your watch, making sure that there's no weaknesses within the camp and fortifying them if they are.
Would that be like a survival thing? Would that be a perception thing? I mean, can we even ask that question?
already helped make it, like make the camp itself. But as far as our lookout, well, I'll tell you. I'll at least tell you. I don't care. Hold on, let me find it. I believe it will be a wisdom check.
Evander will
Okay.
not help with that.
If it's straight wisdom, I mean, I've got
Okay,
it.
hold on. No, I'm a liar. Yeah, so it would be intelligence, survival.
To
Survival
beat the
wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah, survival says
That's-
wisdom.
okay, so then I was right. I don't know why they've switched it on here. But yeah, it would be survival.
Okay. I mean, I've got a high survival, so
But you've also already found the
Okay.
campsite and helped prepare it.
okay.
So this would fall to somebody else.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh. I have the soldier mentality, so I would go ahead and take the first watch.
Okay, but this is something separate from you guys doing watches. So who's going to take this next survival role?
just to ensure the security of the camp. Is that what this is?
Yeah,
Okay.
just kind of like before you guys all do your watches, try to find out where the most, like maybe where people might try to ambush you, where people
Mhm.
might be from, you know, that type of thing.
Secure the perimeter.
I guess I'll attempt it.
Okay.
Yeah, Galen's probably the best equipped.
I'm not sure about that.
I have a negative wisdom.
Not really
modifier, so-
equipped.
Ulrich actually could have done it, but he's in a bad place.
All right. I guess maybe because you're really feeling hurt and down, so your focus isn't quite there, even though you're kind of just going through the motions because that's what you've been trained and brought up to do. It unfortunately didn't work in your favor. So you
Let
do
me
a
ask
bad
you this, if I could. I apologize. I still have his inspiration.
that would have already
Is that already gone? Okay, because of the encounter? It was just for the encounter?
last so long.
Okay, I just want to make sure I got rid of it. Okay, that's fine.
Check Ryan, make sure I'm right.
Let me see.
Does it
Bardic
have to be
ins-
used within 10 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's in a pretty small time frame. Like I think it's for encounter. Once within the next 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I got rid of it.
So unfortunately, you do a bad job of securing the camp. So going
Mhm.
forward, anyone during their turn standing guard will have disadvantage on perception.
Oh, they're all gonna get murdered, Galen.
Am I just like walking around the camp just going, that looks fine, that looks fine, that looks fine.
Drinking like fine.
Yeah,
That's
he's
ah,
enjoying his flask way too much. That's true.
that looks like that's fine.
Speaking of your flask, Shogi, at some point I'm probably gonna get in touch with you about brewing and the rules around that because that flask isn't gonna last forever.
I've been taking the wine from the
Oh, yeah,
crazy
I-
people.
In case you did want to start brewing your own stuff,
Oh, yeah.
that's a possibility.
Yeah,
We can
absolutely.
work on that. But
Galen
during
would
this
totally
time,
do that.
you guys, it's a downtime. So again, Evander doing his song of rest, taking time to sing and practice his music. You can play games, you can read, you can take some solitude time to yourself, whatever you want, as long as it's nothing strenuous. And doing those type of those type of activities will be beneficial once you guys are done camping. It could help you relieve some stress. So,
Would it be
hold on.
possible for? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One more thing before I lose my train of thought. So I just want to, if there's like, I want to make sure we have all this right. Yeah, so play game, craft an item, repair an item, tell a story, play music, brew drinks, cook some food, which, Tasso, you were able, throughout the time, I envision you kind of going in and out, foraging
Yeah.
as need be. So you were able to find some edible items. You're able to find some elderberries of sorts, some nettles that you can make some tea from. You were also able to find quite a few edible plants that you could probably toss up into like a little salad of sorts. Unfortunately, unless you wanted to kind of like lay some traps or whatever, you weren't able to get any type of wild game out
Right.
there. But
Yeah.
yeah, you were able to get that, and
On the
What-
move, I figured I wouldn't get much meat. So
so it's mostly like plants
Yeah.
that you're able to find. But it would be enough for
like a broth
a
or
decent,
yeah.
if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would do that over the fire.
Okay. And Irina would just kind of, you see her watching.
I'd let her
and
take over if you want, because there's something else I wanted to maybe do during this time. So
She looks at you and she says, I don't know what all these plants are, so I was hoping you could maybe show me what you were doing.
sure. Yeah, I can do that. Doesn't take long to cook anyway.
All right. So what is everyone else doing during this time?
Ulrich will relax in solitude as his camp activity. He is very withdrawn, not looking at anyone, not talking to anyone, just very lost in thought. Looks rather glum. And also, at this time, can I attempt to get rid of one of my afflictions? Or is that only with a full long rest?
I think you need a long rest for that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then never mind. But
Also, as it's beginning to get dark, a little bit of light catches your eyes. It's a little bit further down, but it is kind of up upon a hill.
everyone?
You can just make out through the mist, due to the glowing of the light. I want to pull you guys to it so you can actually see what that way I don't have to bother describing it. You can just make out the shape of a mill in the distance.
Oh, Jesus.
Looks sanitary.
Ooh, there's something flying around the top.
Yeah.
A little worse for wear, obviously. It doesn't seem to be in working order.
Where does the light seem to be coming from in
From
this?
it's not in the picture, but it'd be in the windows in these top two floors.
It's like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
It's a light.
That would make Evander want to start telling ghost stories, seeing a a windmill like that.
Okay. Just want you guys to know that was out there. And
Distance-wise, how far out would that seem to be?
about
Just
an
want
hour.
to guess. Okay.
Maybe about an hour.
Wow, we can see an hour out. Wow. We're like
It's-
superpowers.
Sure. Well, yeah, the roads, it's not a straight line. So
It's very flat here in Barovia.
Well, having seen this windmill, I would actually like to ask the group, anyone who's close enough to be able to hear, do we want to visit this windmill? I know Granny is supposedly working out of there, and her pies were delicious, but we've been warned. Do we think we should check at this mill?
Evander, that's a terrible idea. Her
Oh.
sack smelled human. She disappeared out of sight. She made you pass out. You couldn't even wake up. And in fact, we
remember
shouldn't be
that.
going there. Well, the morning after I woke up, they said that you were falling down and Galen had to pick you up.
I had the nicest sleep I've had since we've been in Barovia that night.
We should not go there. If anything, we should make sure nothing comes from there to us. If we can see a light in that window, they can probably see our campfire.
It's true.
And he just goes back to not talking again. He hasn't even set up his tent yet. He just left it there.
Perhaps we should put out the fire.
Damage is done. Let's at least enjoy the warmth. Would I be able to do just a little look around the area to see if there are some like long branches? I'm looking for 2 branches that are like 8 to 10 feet long, if possible.
I'm sure you could probably find that with some
Okay.
time.
I'd like to build a little makeshift travois to attach
Okay.
to the horse's saddle.
Okay.
So,
How long do you think that might take you?
depends on how long it takes to find the branches that I would need. But once it's there, it's just a matter of tying off some cross members to make it sturdy. So it shouldn't take more than an hour.
I'd say it probably takes you about an hour to find what
Okay.
you want as well.
All right.
Ulrich may know what that is, but Archon doesn't. What's a travois?
It's essentially just a so for lack of a better like concept, it's a wheelbarrow without a wheel that you can attach to the horse so that it can pull something behind it.
Oh, okay. Like a sled?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just got 2 long handles that attach to the saddle, and then it just is pulled behind the horse.
Okay, and you just hitch whatever you want to it.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, and then it has like a little pocket made of, I'm going to use one of my ropes to, build a pocket in there so that it can hold things.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Anything else? What is Galen doing during this time?
Galen's just going. He's just passed out at this point. He's so
already
beat up. He's beat up.
Oh. Are you guys using any hit die during?
Yeah, I'm going to use one more. I'm going to take advantage of that Song of Rest.
Yes,
So,
please do.
Yes.
heck yeah. Plus I get to add a 1d6.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. Finally, not a 1.
Right?
Roll 20, so mad.
Hey.
Nice.
If
you
no one
add
else-
an extra 6 to that, Galen.
An extra 6?
Oh,
Because
wow.
of the Song of
Jeez.
Rest, you get to add an extra
Well, so
6.
and also don't forget you get your Constitution on that. So it's 9 plus your Constitution plus the d6. Your Constitution modifier, I think it was a +3.
Yeah. So gets me to 38. Wow. I'm gonna wake up feeling like a gem.
Dress is really nice.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Doesn't help me. But if no one else brings it up, Ulrich will say, are we going to have a watch set up?
Well, I thought that was the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Especially with that mill in sight.
Evander can volunteer. I got through that last encounter probably better off than most. I can take first watch.
Should we do 2 and 2? 2 eyes.
I wouldn't
2
mind
sets
the
of eyes are
company.
better than 1.
Absolutely.
True.
And how many hours of sleep do you think each person will get then?
Well, there's
So
6
we
of us
need-
in total if we include Irina, so I don't know if we take a 9-hour rest. Was that 6 hours each with 3-hour watch, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have already technically taken your short rest, so I would say if you get less than 6, you're not going to be sleeping well enough. So you may actually wake up exhausted.
Okay, so we need 6 hours of rest
Yeah, I would
each.
say so.
What time would we guess it is right now, though?
Right now, it's probably maybe about like 6, 7. So you can wake up whenever you want, however
Sure.
late
I mean,
you want
we-
to start.
We still have a good 12 hours until sunrise.
You guys have a lot of
Right, okay.
time,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want you guys to be where when you since you're planning this out, if your character has less than 6 hours, they're not going to be fully rested.
We could do
Okay.
4-hour watch. That way you could sleep for 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, split that between 3. That's 3 groups of 2. That works.
Okay, so who's in the first watch? Evander and who else?
Galen's already out, so it's probably not Galen.
Yeah.
Connor will take the first watch with him then.
Okay. And the second watch?
I suggest we do not allow Galen to do watch with our lady friend because he'll probably be too distracted.
Does
So-
Dawson say that out loud?
What's that?
Does he say that out loud?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Especially since Galen's
I'm
asleep.
asleep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even care if he was awake.
what does Irina say?
Very well, Tasso. How about you and Irina take the second watch then?
Fine with me.
Irina agrees. So that leaves Ulrich and Galen.
Yeah.
Right?
The last one. That makes sense.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
If Galen was awake, he'd agree to it as well.
All right. So when are you guys going to start this watch? Is it like when you guys go to start to sleep, or
Sorry, you said what time is it now? 9?
it's about like 7ish?
Oh,
I mean, if we start now, that gives us sunrise is 12 hours.
Yeah, 7 to 7. So yeah, started at 7, I guess.
Okay. All right. So Irina is going to go ahead and try to go to sleep until she's still a little bit wired after what had happened, but she's going to try to rest. What about you, Tasso?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to rest as well.
And Connor, you're taking the watch. What about Ulrich?
Ulrich's gonna say he's just gonna go into the woods really quick to relieve himself. and
Okay.
and so he goes, unless anyone has a problem with that.
Evander will say, "Stay close.
Yeah,
Don't wander too far."
we know what happens when you leave.
Okay, I'll put my lights out so you can see where I am. Then he'll cast dancing lights and walk not too far out, but far enough away that he's definitely not in earshot of people. But he wants to be able to kind of sort of see the camp still, like where he can still see the fire. And if no one, he's gonna look around. If no one's looking at him, he will pull out the messaging stone.
Okay.
He'll start talking to it and say, "Can you hear me?"
It's a few moments of silence, but then you do hear a response. Why, yes, my dear Ulrich, I can hear you. Is there something you wish to discuss tonight?
Yes. I woke up this morning feeling so sick and ill, and you took my blood the night before. Is that why I feel like this? Is something happening to me?
Do you want something to happen to you, Ulrich?
Like what?
To answer your question, no. Nothing is happening to you except maybe fatigue. But if you wish to change that, we could come to an arrangement.
You mean become like you?
Come see me at the castle. We can discuss this.
What about Irina? She said she was marked. What's going to happen to her?
It's a longer pause this time. Irina is my love. She will become my bride. And that's all you need to worry about.
I don't know what else to tell you. What do you want from me?
Feel free to tell me whatever you think might be important.
I'll have to think about it.
You do that, my boy. I will talk to you later.
Okay. I'll just put the stone back in and walk back to camp, and I guess just try and set up his tent. Does he have to roll for that, or does he just do it? Okay.
He
But he
might
does a really
topple
bad job.
Probably.
It's like falling over and he's inside it. Okay.
All right. So, first watch. Let's actually take a break
Okay.
before we get into the watches. And yeah, I think that's a good time for a break.
We can do what Ulrich just did and go relieve ourselves
Yeah.
before our short rest.
And
So-
talk to Strahd.
That's right. I'm going to go talk to somebody. I'm not going to tell you who it is, though. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. We're going to take usually it's a little longer, probably about a 5-10 minute break here. So we'll be back in just a bit. Y'all enjoy standing up and stretching like we do. We will be back in a bit, my friends.